Home Games, the Friday edition, which means the 1 minute debate. Here is how the 1 minute debate works. I am going to give Steve Milton, who's on the top row from the Hamilton Spectator, Bubba O'Neill from CHCH TV Sports, he's down below, Rick Zamperin from 900 CHML Radio, he is down below. I'm Scott Radley from the Hamilton Spectator and 900 CHML. I've got a topic. I'm going to give each of these guys, they don't know what it is yet. The 1 minute debate is a test of their ability to think on their feet and to see what they come up with off the top of their head. I'm going to give them a topic. They have 1 minute to make a case for whatever they decide is the case to be made. And guys, we're going to go to Bubba first today. And the topic is this one, Bubba. You have to choose one sport that you could very happily live the rest of your life without ever seeing again. It could mean you hate that sport. It could mean, you know what, it's just on the pecking order. It's just down low enough that if I can still watch all the other sports, I'm okay with that. I can live without it. But the one sport you could live the rest of your life without ever seeing again. You've got 1 minute. Three, two, one. Bubba O'Neill, begin.
Well, you know, unfortunately, I'm going to just offend so many people by saying what I'm about to say and offend many friends of mine. I am a racing fan. I love cars. I love the automatic. I love the creation of cars. But I'm sorry, what's going on with NASCAR has me wondering if I need to even watch a NASCAR race any longer. I think Trooper had a song by the name of Round and Round. Yes, round and round we go. Left turn after left turn. There's no variance. It's not like F1 or IndyCar racing where there's a true test. Yes, but it just doesn't seem to make sense. Where's the competitive? And then now what they do, they have this restrictor plate racing where everyone goes the same speed and you have to draft people. So where's the real skill in this where you can drive as fast or slow as you want? You're going round and turn left. I don't like it. I'm done with it. I'll take my F1 and Indy and I'm out.
Oh, just under the wire for Bubba. Way to go. All right. So racing for Bubba is a no-go. Well, not a no-go, just a
NASCAR.
Can live without thing. So, all right. Rick Zamperin. You have to choose one sport that you could, if you had to, live the rest of your life without seeing again. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Well, I will begin by saying Bubba took mine. I will go differently. I'm a huge racing fan too, but yeah, NASCAR is third on the list. Listen, and I really do love this sport, but if there is, among the major sports, I'm not going to pick, billiards or, bocce ball. I'll pick something that is, kind of mainstream, and that is golf. I love playing golf. I do love watching golf, but I can live without it because more often than not, it's a Saturday or Sunday when I'm tuning in and the eyes are getting dreary and you kind of wake yourself up because nothing much really happens until, late Sunday and things are, really heating up on the back nine. And more often than not, it's a major. But the hush of the crowd, the club selection, the soft talking makes you want to go to sleep at some times. And on the weekend, it's perfect, especially after a hard week at work. But in terms of watchability, golf for me, I can certainly live without it on the tube.
Well done. All right. Golf for Rick Zamperin. That's, I didn't know that we were going to have a golf predictor or a golf call there. But,
I apologize. I didn't want to do it.
Well, you got to do something. All right, yeah. Steve. The pressure is on. You are still glowing. I almost feel you're angelic today. So I expect that there will be something loving.
Well, and I'm going to go to
embracing of all mankind based on the glow around Steve Milton. Steve, you have one sport that you can never see again for the rest of your life. 3, 2, 1, begin.
This is a subset of Bubba, and Rick and Bubba sort of took mine, but Bubba didn't actually, because I like NASCAR. I like NASCAR a lot. I mean, I don't certainly like its racist history, and I've seen it in live, that actual racism at Daytona 500. But I think IndyCar, I could care less about it. And I don't really big on F1 either, which is kind of just like, I don't know. It's just like technology kind of thing. I like the round and round because you really get to see you get to know how the racers race. I like the way they set it up into sections, but IndyCar falls. We don't need two open wheel racings, right? It's kind of a hybrid between the two, F1 and NASCAR. So give me those two, and NASCAR I much prefer. As I say, I don't like F1 at all, but IndyCar, it just seems to me to have no place. I know that's going to drive people crazy here because the race closest to us is an IndyCar race, but and I think it probably goes back to when they split it up years ago, and it really left a bad taste in my mouth, and I've always felt a bit foul about it since then. Now, NASCAR is a whole different thing. It's like the car we drive. That's why I like it.
All right. Almost got it into a minute.
Wow.
All right. What's so interesting about this, and I'll dive in here in 3, 2, and 1. Let's make it unanimous. That's the one I was going to say as well. I was going with Formula One mostly because I find it entirely boring. Hey, sorry. But the reality is that I still think that Larry Walker got ripped off when Jacques Villeneuve won the Athlete of the Year. But nonetheless, we'll get to that another day. So. Number 2 on the list, though, and it's not that I don't like this sport. It's that too often I find boxing now to be underwhelming. I too often you get not your money's worth. You get not the excitement. There was a time, guys, when boxing was the sport. There's no question about it. But now, you'll get the odd fight that is fantastic. But way more often than that, you're going to get fights that you tune in and you're fast forwarding to get to the action. And, the UFC and mixed martial arts in a lot of ways has kind of taken boxing's spot at the table. And, for that reason, I'm going with boxing.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. All right. I can't believe we all were going with car racing.
Here's that whole athlete thing. You're using a tool that's, the tool is bigger than the situation, right? Which was the argument against Villeneuve that year.
I thought horse racing was going to make an appearance here.
Well,
dressage, yes. Dressage never got a vote.
Equestrian, yeah.
But, there's something about a horse race, man.
Once upon a time, though. Yeah, you know what? That could have been a good one because once upon a time, horse racing was enormous. Secretariat, in all of our childhood, Secretariat was enormous.
Well, it was the biggest. It was the first professional sport.
But who's the horse now? I mean, we could probably all name more recent horses, but who's the horse that now you look at and you go, you know what, the public buzzes about this particular horse? Sports Illustrated or someone writes about it, just doesn't happen. So that one could have been on that
great
list
story from that great story from upstate New York from a couple of years ago. I can't remember the name of the horse, and it was a fantastic story.
Was that American Pharoah?
I don't think most people could even remember Mighty Heart, who was just like three months ago or 2 months ago, and what a great story Mighty Heart was.
Mr. Ed.
Yeah, Mr. Ed as well. But
I'm actually kind of surprised that no one said ice skating.
Well, we're terrified of Steve.
I was waiting for it, boys. My bad faces all lined up.
We're all too scared of Steve. Steve has written many outstanding books about figure skating. If you want to do some good reading, you know where to look. Look them up online. You can probably buy them on Amazon or Indigo or somewhere. So find them there. What is the sport that you could live without if you had to pick one? And again, it doesn't have to be that you hate it. It's just the one that you say, it's just the one that I'm not that jazzed about if you had to ask me. Let us know. Comment down below. We'll be back soon. We are keeping home games smaller, tighter, shorter these days, but we're doing more of them. So subscribe down below so you can know when there's one coming out. We'd love for you to be on board. Thanks to everybody for watching. Again, comment, subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.